Hi everyone and welcome back to my final morning report analysis video on Monday 20th of March with me, Rich Bear Market Analyst and Marcus, looking at gold. And we are still in this little recovery phase in gold. Friday's candle was relatively subdued but still moving higher, and again today's candle higher once more. You've got these momentum indicators which are still rallying or in rallying mode. Stochastics rising, MACD lines ready to cross, RSI 56, although I still think this is sort of has the outlook of a range play really, rather than any sort of trending move, and I don't expect this rally to continue all that much further, because now I think we're looking at the old resistance, or the resistance of the old floor, 120.40, sorry, 12.40 started to come back in, and it's also a bit of a pivot from the sort of levels from February through to May last year as well. So 1240 starts to be where the resistance comes back in, and then you get the highs up to 1244. 1244.70. So between sort of 1240, 1244, 1245, I think there's a fair amount of overhead supply here, and I think that's going to probably contain the move higher. Although the bulls would certainly be pointing towards the 1230 level, which is 23.6% fib retracement of that bull run. I think that the resistance overhead will start to take its toll. Generally speaking, I don't necessarily think that this is anything more than a range, really, because I think ultimately that long-term, zoom out here really, that long-term downtrend that we had since June last year, I think will contain the rally, and I think this will just simply turn into I think, to be honest, gold is going to be a choppy market throughout the rest of the year, really. I think changeable attitudes on monetary policy in the States in terms of how tight the Fed will be, I think will tend to pull gold around in sort of waves, really. At the moment we're looking corrective on the dollar, corrective on sort of the tight monetary policy outlook, so subsequently gold is rallying, but ultimately I think it's going to turn into a choppy range play with that in mind. So for now we're looking positive, we're now looking higher. We've got this minor sort of breakout move, which is sort of leaving support around 1222, 1223 area, up towards sort of 1227. I suppose you could argue is supportive in the last couple of sessions, but we are still pushing higher, and I think that there is room for minor gains, but I think generally speaking you're sort of moving into the realms of overhead supply again, 1240 to 1245 area. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later.